your memories. See sounds and colors through your breath. In time there will be nothing left. Can we talk for a while and see the sounds in the sky? Your voice has gone far and wide.
Did you want me to call you Black Cries, or what's going on?
All right. So since I have like two names, it's either Savvy or Black Christ. I mean, it's whatever you most comfortable saying. I don't know. It's whatever. It's whatever.
That's good, man.
So you from Toronto?
Yeah, man. I'm from. Well, like I was in Toronto during this COVID stuff, and just before it, I'm up north in Ontario, my mom's place.
So you're from Toronto, like you're.
I was living there for like most of my time. Yeah.
Oh damn! Yeah, I'm from New York.
Yeah, you grew
the
up
only reason why, I grew up in New York. I was born in Texas, though, so I'd be wearing cowboy hats and shit. But the only reason why I know Dallas is because this girl that I'm talking to, her best friend is Dallas, and we like mutual friend ended up. So, yeah, bro.
When did you move to New York from Texas?
When I was like 1.
Okay, so it's not really.
Like, no. I claim New York. I don't claim Texas. Texas is not bad, but it's not New York.
What's it like growing up in like the big city? I was born in Mexico until I was 8 years old. I moved to Canada. Yeah, but in Mexico, I still live in like like kind of big city, but it's not city, right? There's a lot of people, but it still feels very small. So what's it like growing up in like an actual city?
It's like, to be honest, it's just mad people everywhere, bro. Like there's not a place where there's no noise. Unless you go to like Queens or something in the suburbs, it's like no one out there. But like in the city, like in Manhattan, there's just people everywhere, cars, traffic. You just smell gas, you smell all this crazy stuff. It's not bad. It's like Gotham City, but like a little nicer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
yeah, because even Toronto, man, like if you think you hear Toronto, you're like, it's gonna be a big city, but you're there for a while, it just like it's just big buildings and stuff, but you'll start to know everybody down the street. It's small as hell.
Yeah, I was trying to pull up to Toronto, but they closed the border. They extended the border again because America's bugging out right now with COVID.
Yeah.
But I think they extended it to August 21st. So I'm like,
Yeah, we'll see. You do a lot of live stuff, like concert type of things?
Yeah, I just started a group called Brooklyn, and it's just basically a whole bunch of artists, and we're just gonna like try to throw on shows and stuff once this is all over. And we were planning on doing it once COVID started. Like we had the plan for it and everything, and then out of nowhere, we just had to like push it back. So yeah.
I also saw, man, you're into dance, like.
Yeah, bro. You see the little poster in the back?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How'd you get
that's
that?
Crazy. So my little sister, when she was like 3 or whatever, she was in dance class. I think I kind of got forced in the beginning. I think I was like 12 or 13. And I got forced. And then after that day, I like fell in love with it. So now I'm a classically trained dancer. That's mad like outlandish. That's mad crazy and mad random. But like, yeah. And like I thought I wouldn't be as good as I was in it, but I was pretty good. And I mean, I don't know if you know Alvin Ailey, but I'm in the Ailey company now. In the second company. You know Alvin Ailey? No. It's just this company in New York, this dance company. But yeah.
What did you find in it that you like you said that they forced you up on it a little bit, but you had to make the choice after, right? To commit. Like, what was it given? What did you see in it?
That is a very good question because I don't know. I think I think the fact that I had a knack for it boosted like my love for it. And I always had this like idea that I wanted to like fly since I was younger. And I think dancing was the closest thing that I had to like flying, or like having that adrenaline rush, like on stage, just like jumping around, like going crazy on stage. So I feel like that's where music and dance come hand in hand. It's like that energy level, you know.
You're doing that before you got into music then? Yeah. So you like going to shows, you look like classical music, and you like that side of the spectrum?
Yeah. Legit, yeah.
It's awesome, man. Especially you're in the city, so you could be like, you can go to it if you need to, you know? So I love it, but like being up north and stuff, like all the rest is YouTube.
Word. I need to make my way up to Canada, bro. Like I've traveled with like this dance company, and like the one place I haven't been is Canada, and I'm like, I need to go to Canada. And I don't know what's out in Canada, but I just feel like that's where I need to go.
Man, it's not too far, buddy. What is it?
Yeah, I know. I don't know. What? I think this year I like tried to go out there. This is the first time I ever like thought about going out there, and like COVID. So, yeah.
Tell us how you got into music, man. After you were doing dance.
So I don't know about in Toronto, but in New York, in high school, like in every high school, everybody wants to be a rapper. And when I was in high school, that was like 2014, like 2017. So that's when like Kendrick and Cole and all these people were coming out with like their albums, like their groundbreaking albums. And I was just like, yo, I want to do that. Like they look so fly, and they're like actually saying something. And yeah, so basically we would just be in the lunchroom, like chilling, eating lunch, and then we'd just be rapping. And then out of nowhere, I was like, yo, I could like actually do this, like actually do this. And my dad was a rapper as well. He was signed to this label back in the days. And I would always be in his sessions when I was younger, but I hated it back then because I feel like it was just like not forced on me, but I don't know. Since you're like when your parents tell you to do something you really don't want to do. But in high school, I kind of got into it. And then me and my friends would just like try to have like little live shows and like the cafeteria and stuff. And that's basically where it all started. And then once I graduated, I learned how to produce because in this day and age, you know, you have YouTube and people use YouTube beats a lot. And there was this whole dispute over this beat that a friend of mine used. And the person that made the beat got mad because they used it without permission and all this other stuff. So I'm like, yo, I should just make my own beats. I like don't want to deal with that with other producers. And plus I need to figure out like what my sound actually was, you know? And I feel like that's not the case for every single like artist, but for me at least, I needed to know like what was in my head, and I needed to be able to put that down, you know? So.
Yeah, you start to see a lot of more people. Well, now like our age, our generations have like figuring it out, doing it all themselves, like writing, producing, even like doing their own videos and stuff. It's crazy to think that, what was it? A couple of years back, you're a singer, that's all you know. Like you don't have no idea about what anything else. You think that's giving you an edge, like doing your own beats, like
for sure, because it lets me create my own unique sound, even though everything is inspired by everything that I listen to. Like when you hear a beat of mine, you'd be like, oh, that's Savvy. Oh, that's BLKCHRIST. You know what I mean? So, and also like, I feel like in this day and age too, like it's so easy to just learn something, bro. Like YouTube is right there and it's free. Like you could look up anything. And I feel like technology has like given artists this universal universal library that they have to just learn anything. So,
man, I mean, that's how I learned how to market. Like, I'm a marketer, and like, that's how I learned it.
yeah. It's really easy because there's other people out there doing the same exact thing that you're trying to do. But yeah.
So that's how you discover music. Like, you discovered music in high school. And is this what you want to do? Like, is this what you feel like that's your calling?
Yeah, for sure. Because after I started making a couple songs, and I started dropping like some EPs, little albums and stuff in high school. People would come back to me and be like reciting my lyrics, and I'd be like, "Yo, that's so fly." In high school, like if I had like 6 fans, I think I have like 6 fans now. But in high school, when I had 6 fans, I was like, "Yo, this is tight, and I need to do this." And I started to realize that people really do listen to what you say in a song, and I like the energy that comes from the people when they listen to it. Like, it makes me hype. It makes me driven to like go and do some more music, you know? And then it's like people like me are drawn to my music. So then I have a voice for people that don't, like, that can't say anything about how they feel. So it's like, yo, if I feel the same way that you do, I can put it in this music, and you have somebody that understands you, you know? Yeah. So word.
You feel like you're drawn more to music that's like your style?
Nah. To be honest, I don't even know what my style would be at this point. I feel like I just dabble in everything because, like, music is universal. So you would catch me listening to Rage Against the Machine, then listening to Nas, or listening to Bjork. I was listening to Bjork the other day. Like, I feel like as an artist, you kind of have to be open to everything, because music is music. Like, you can't single out one thing, which I feel like a lot of hip hop artists go wrong by keeping themselves in that box. Yeah, no,
I get it. Like, yeah, as an artist or as a person, you are very complex, right? Why would you want to put yourself in a little box, and that's who you are for the rest of your life? Like,
yeah.
Even people like be posting, or they want to become like Insta famous and whatnot. Yeah, they want to be, okay, this is what kind of likes, I'm going to stick to that. But like, dude, you're going to be so unhappy doing that same over and over. And like,
yeah. Because like, if you're like a true artist, and you should be able to bend and like mold yourself to whatever style you're trying to like create in your head. Not the same thing that works every single time, because people get bored, you know, or you would get bored.
I think worst of all would be you, right?
Yeah, for sure.
You'll get over the whole like, well, I hope you get over the whole like being hyped up and everybody loving you, right?
Yeah,
at the end of the day, if you don't love it, it's going to kill you inside.
Like, yeah. It's very true. It's very deep, but it's very true.
Yeah. Like when I was, I don't know, like in my very, very early 20s, and I started working, I was like, okay, I'm working for money, right? Like, oh, I want that money and whatnot.
Yeah.
But very fast, I figured out, why do I want it? Like, why am I doing this? I hate this. And like, you start finding like why you do things that you do. I like self-assessing and like really analyzing myself and like, why the fuck did I do that fucked up?
Yeah.
Think about it. Why? Oh yeah, you got this kind of issue. Like, so I got like analyzing myself why I do things, and I started doing like, why do I want money? Like, I don't know. So people look at me a certain way. I don't know. And then I found out what I actually love, and it's like, fuck money, man. Like, I'll do this for whatever.
Yeah, people got to realize that you always have to do what makes you happy, you know. And even if you're not an artist, just a normal human, you have to do what makes you happy, because all that other stuff, all that material stuff does not make you, you know. I always tell the story of when I graduated high school, and I got this job at CVS. Shout out CVS. And I was so hyped. I got through the orientation. I got through everything. And I got to the actual job. It was uptown. And they put me on the cash register as soon as I got there. So I was like, yo, I don't even know what is going on. And then mad old ladies and old men were coming up to the counter with like prescriptions and stuff, like just buying stuff. And I was like, yo, like I'm mad confused. It was mad overwhelming. So I went up to the manager's office and I was like I took my CVS shirt off and I like threw it on the desk and I was like, yo, I can't do this, bro. Like, so I quit after 4 hours of working there. So, and I knew that if I continued with that job, then I would not be happy. And I knew that I wouldn't be fulfilled as a person, you know, because I know that that's not what I want to do. So I'm not telling people to just quit their jobs, but I'm just saying like,
yeah, you need to have that grind, dude.
Yeah. Like it's cool to have a job, but always like strive for your goal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. The main goal is just to be happy though, because that can really like eat you up if you're at like some job that you really, really, really don't like, and you're just working for that money that you just keep getting and you spend and you get it back. You know, it's a cycle.
Positive feedback loop. Like
microphones
together.
Literally. Yeah, and that can eat you up, man. Can eat you up.
Do you think there's a negative or like a drawback to you producing and you doing everything?
Yeah. There's like a tiny negative. The only negative that I find is that I get in my own head sometimes. And since I'm the one producing it, so I'm the one recording myself literally in my room, and I'm the one listening to the playback, I have to figure out, yo, is this the idea that I was trying to get out, or is this what I was thinking of before I started this? And that's the hardest part, to like be your own judge, because I know for anyone, whatever they're making, after they make it, they're like, yo, is this even good? Like is this trash, or am I just, I don't know. But yeah, that's the only negative thing. But I see it all as positives, because you can learn from yourself, and and it's a good way to find yourself and trust your own judgment. Because it's like I don't know if you know the group Outkast, like Andre 3000, Big Boy. So when they were coming up, they basically had something called the Dungeon Family, where they would just be in someone's basement, not leaving the basement. They would just get mad weed, smoke it, and then just go in the studio and record on their own, like no outside influences or anything. And they came up with some crazy stuff, like a rapper making a song like "Hey Y'all." That's crazy. Like you had to be, just zoned in. So I see it all as a positive. All as a positive.
What about your? How do you say your Orenda? Is that your like
Orenda? Orenda.
Tell us about that, man.
Orenda. Okay, so the word means it's like this complicated word. I think a friend of mine, Gianna, she sent me the word, and I just kept seeing it like everywhere, like posted up everywhere. I'm gonna look up the meaning right now because I don't want to say it wrong. But I saw the word posted everywhere, and I was like, "Yo, why is this word following me around?" Right? Yeah. So basically on the internet, it's saying it's just like this spiritual energy that's like inherent in like humans and stuff, you know? So I felt like I'm like getting to this age where like I'm seeing everything spiritually for some reason. Like I'm gonna use the word spiritually loosely because I don't even know what it is yet, but I know like I felt like I was getting older and I started to find myself more and see what was really inside, you know. And that was really inherent in my in the art that I was making. So all the songs on Orenda are just like the first songs I ever made when I first started producing. Like literally, I think Glow was like the first song that I made when I was producing, like the first song. And I feel like in my own accord, it was a smash hit because it was really what was inside, you know. And I feel like Orenda was like the go-to word for it because that was what was going on when I was making these songs. I was just messing around with this music, just seeing like what I would make. But those songs in particular, I was like, yo, like this would be a crazy project. And this is really inherent of who I am and what I do and how I think. And, you know, yeah. Yeah.
Well, man, I actually listened to your music for a while too. It's hard to find. It's hard to find. To be honest, it's hard to find anybody that's good at anything, right? Mm-hmm. Let alone music and being creative. And I don't really listen to anybody's music like that aren't already made it, right? That's being honest, but like I found myself like sharing with people like your stuff and like,
thanks, bro.
You know what it made me feel? Because I start visualizing stuff. That's how I do it. Like I just started imagining things. And when I was listening to your music, I started imagining like, you know what would be a dope music video for this? Just, I don't know. Have you seen the movie Perks of Being a Wallflower?
Wallflower, yeah.
You know the last, just like, you know what the scene I'm talking about where they're in the truck and
the truck, yeah.
And you just start seeing like the city light just at night, just driving by. Like that's what it made me feel when I was listening.
Yeah.
Oh man,
thanks, bro.
That's the visual for it.
That's like the premise of all those songs, though. That's crazy that you say that because as all my friends know, I'm like such a softie for like rom-coms and stuff like that, and I make music for things like that, like those experiences where you'll just be like the scene you said in the truck with your friends, just like there chilling, like it's just like a vibe going on. Like I feel like that's what was really important for the songs. That's what I was going for, which is crazy that you say that because that's really what I was going for. Yeah.
How do you write? Like you work at music every day?
Literally every day.
Yeah.
Literally. Since COVID was a blessing low key because I just packed all my stuff, put it in this room, and it's kind of unhealthy at this point, but all day, like I don't think I sleep enough because I'm just like, I have so many ideas that I need to like just put out. So usually the process is I grab a couple chords. I'm doing this thing now where I have a new record player and I just find a record that I like, try to figure out the chords for it on this MIDI keyboard, and then kind of make my own into it. And then once I have like a bass laid out, I low key just go in there, listen to it a couple times, mumble the first few things that come into my head because I feel like those first few ideas are the ones that are like golden. Like those are the ones that are going to work, you know? So I mumble them into the mic and then I write off of like my mumbles, or I go back in, freestyle some stuff, and then a complete idea comes out, which I thought wouldn't work, but it actually does work. And you can get through songs faster. So,
well, it's the idea of getting down your rough copy. Like, I don't know what professor said that. It's like, look, forget about it. Just get whatever you can on a piece of paper, and then you start editing it. And that's how you get stuff done.
Literally, because you don't overthink what you're gonna do. Once you overthink, then the idea is trash. You know, it's like the first thing that comes out. I made Glow in like 30 minutes tops. And I guess it is a short song, but like I made it in 30 minutes and I was just like, okay, this is the idea I have. Bam, 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 done 30 minutes. On to the next song. Yeah, and I feel like that's important now in this musical climate because there are like 30,000 songs posted on Spotify every day, bro.
Yeah.
So you kind of have to like be ahead of yourself in a way, and this is a good way to just like make songs. Like Prince, just like when he was alive, he just made mad songs, and he just had this giant library. I know there's still songs that he has in his vault in his house that nobody's heard. So I feel like that's important to just like keep those ideas just coming. Yeah.
Do you have a strategy or something for like getting to people, like getting more people to? Yeah.
I'm working on that. I try to find the most personal way to like go to people and be like, yo, instead of making it like a fan base type of thing, I make it a friendship, you know, because I feel like that's more important than having somebody like, oh, hail Savvy. Like, I want it to be like, okay, you understand me, I understand you. Let's create together, you know, like people can really hear themselves in the music that I'm making. I feel like that's the strategy. I need to figure out how to make that into like a whole marketing plan, but yeah, that's basically it.
You start creating more content, man. Not just music, like anything all around your life. Do you like? Do you know about Gary Vee?
Yeah, Gary Vee. Yeah.
Like use his content, man. Like
word. I think he was like, yo, post 3 times a day or something like that. I gotta follow him again.
Yeah, he's saying now he's saying like 100 times a day.
Yeah,
that's what you want to strive. Like you might not get it, but like that should be your number that you're trying to get 100 times a day. No, it's content.
Because so many people, like, it's just so many people on the internet.
Yeah.
So it's like, how do you stand out from these 1 billion people that posted today?
And if you're good, man, like you'll post once.
Yeah.
How long does an Insta post like last? I don't know. Like people will scroll it and that's it. That's the only time they'll see it.
Yeah,
so you have to constantly be putting out stuff.
Stuff. Definitely, bro. We got to talk on that marketing stuff.
Yeah. So once COVID is over, do you got any plans? Like,
yeah. We've just been planning this whole time. My group Brokeland, which is like a little label. It consists of my friend Jody Swink, Key, Trey the artist, and RJ. And we're just going to try to do a whole bunch of shows once this is over. We're thinking of doing like an online show where we just all come together and do a couple camper tricks and just do a whole bunch of our songs. And also there's a tape coming. It's a Brokeland tape with all of us on it. We've just been in the studio planning so we can come out of this stronger, you know, because I think everyone can say that since COVID happened, it's really easy to just like get sad and just chill and not really work on your content. So we're just trying to work on the craft so we can be good in 2021 and stand out, you know, and really get people to hear us because we have something special, all of us. So yeah.
And like, do you guys do like a group thing or just travel together to like mitigate the cost, that kind of stuff, or you all sing together?
Yeah, we've been in the studio. It's kind of our first time like in the studio together, figuring out what we can do together. It's been crazy though, because I didn't even know, like they bring out stuff that I didn't even know I had. Like Jody, he does this crazy trap flow, trap everything. And I'm like, yo, I didn't even know I could rap like that too, bro. Like, and I produce for them sometimes. I write songs for them. And they just, we all bring out different qualities, which is really important in music. Because since I do everything myself, it's like, yo, I can get stuck in one lane. But once I'm around other people, it's like that collab that collab experience that brings out a lot. So, yeah.
No, yeah, that's true. Like just like acting, man. Like whoever you have act in front of you brings stuff out.
Yeah.
No, I hope that COVID's done soon, man, so you can go to Toronto, see you guys live.
I know America's bugging out right now. It's a lot going on, and we should have been clear for COVID a long time ago, but things are a little crazy.
Yeah,
because I heard in other countries they're like chilling.
I don't know what to believe, man. Like, honestly, with the COVID thing, it's just hard to visualize everything. Like in Toronto, they're saying it's crazy. Like it's just people at parks and stuff. But yeah, I'm way up north where we haven't had a case in like 14 days, right?
What?
It's like, so I don't know. For me, it's hard to see like how to visualize something that can kill you that you can't see. It's kind of like mind boggling. So I think I'm just going to ride out the year out here.
Yeah, there's definitely like a fear factor to it. I think since you can't see it, since, for Americans at least, because I don't know, America is crazy, but since you can't see it and can't feel it, can't smell it, can't hear it, people just believe that it's not there. And I feel like the data is there of people that have died from it and are really sick from it. And they should at least try to respect the actual evidence of it. So I feel like that's why it's bad in America, at least. But that's crazy. 14 days, that's
yeah. And our mayor, it's always saying like, oh, 14 days, you guys should come live over here. Because
that's crazy.
Up here in the north in Ontario, like the small towns are dying because everybody wants to go to Toronto.
Yeah.
He loves telling everybody.
I'm jealous, man. I'm jealous. But soon it'll be over.
Yeah. But do you think like adversity and like hard times is what makes an artist? Like
Yeah,
right?
For sure. Yeah. With the exception of Drake, because I know Drake was on Degrassi and all that other stuff, and he has had a pretty good life. But I feel like you have a lot to talk about when you've been through it and then you finally made it. After you made it, I don't know what you could talk about, but that struggle is what really draws people in, because other people are feeling that struggle too. Like Kanye, for example, he worked at the Gap, and now he has a deal with Gap. So people really strive with that, and they really want to connect with that because they see themselves in that. It makes you, like, hard times make you want to work and like get out of that, and that's like really interesting to people for some reason.
That someone's felt that same sadness and hurt, right?
Legit.
You're not alone.
Legit.
Like, come on, all the best music is all my favorite music. I only listen to sad music. I think that's why I clicked with yours. It's just being feel, right?
Yeah.
What's a happy song other than the happy song?
That's facts.
That's like
no, because it's something that everybody connects with. It's like I've written so many songs about girls and relationships, and people are like, "Yo, I don't know who you're talking about in this song, but I feel like you're talking about my relationship." And I feel like that's the thing that's important. And I think it's weird to people that they figure out that artists are human too. Like, they go through bad relationships or death or poverty, all this other crazy stuff, So yeah.
Like, do you have a favorite Kanye song?
Oh, that's a hard one.
Or at least at the moment?
At the moment, Violent Crimes on the Ye album. Like, I think he talked about his daughter or something on that song. And I don't know, I almost cried, yo, when he was talking about his daughter. Like, I don't have kids or anything, but it just seemed like so raw. And like, cause you know Kanye is like, he's like this untouchable. I don't know about now, things are crazy right now, but he's like this untouchable dude. And he like really got emotional on that song. Cause like he went from this like cocky, arrogant Gemini. I'm a Gemini too. Cocky, arrogant Gemini dude into like this really soft person for his daughter, which is really, really cool to see. It was just different. That's like a standout track on that album. Yeah. And Ghost Town. Ghost Town's a crazy one. Oh, yeah. But that's it.
I think for me, it's like Blood on the Leaves.
But yeah.
That just fits my vibe 100%.
Yo, I used to get roasted for liking Yeezus.
Really?
With that album, yeah, like, because my favorite ones are 808s and Yeezus. And I used to get roasted for liking Yeezus because people like the College Dropout and they like the Graduation. I like those albums, but like, I don't know. Yeezus is like angry and like everything is just pumping in your face, and it's like, yo, like it's kind of like a rock album, rock mixed with like Skrillex or something. You know? Mm-hmm. It's just stuff that I've never heard at that time. I think that was like 2013. I've never heard anything like that.
What do you think of Russ, man?
Russ, I've never listened to Russ.
Really? Because
I just know he gets hate. I know he gets hate.
That's what I was going to say. Like, I love Russ, and then people are saying like, "What? Like, give me shit for listening to him." Like, why? Like, I don't know anything about him, but like, I know he has like sick music.
Yeah. He has one song. I think it's like his most popular song that I know, but I could not tell you what it was. But I think it's like losing control or something.
I don't know. I know that I like Pull the Trigger. And like, definitely check it out because it fits. Like, it reminds me of your music, man.
Oh, really? Really?
Well, but he's a lot bassier. That's the thing. It's just riding in a car, like lots of bass and stuff. That's just Russ. You got to play Russ, and
I gotta check him out. I know that people hate him though. I don't know why, but
I don't know.
Why do people hate him? I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely check that out.
What do you think of the song I sent you, man?
That was fly.
Yeah?
That was fly. Yeah, I sent it to my friend RJ too. And he messed with it. Is it old? I saw like 2011 or something.
Yeah, like I think so.
Yeah.
It's a Canadian group. Like I saw a show and they put the song on and I'm like, holy shit, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like this is deep. Like,
crazy.
And I looked it up and I'm like, that's been my favorite song since I listened to it.
Yeah, that's insane. I like tried to find it on like Apple Music and all that. I couldn't find it, but I've been listening through YouTube.
Yeah.
But yeah, that song's crazy.
That's
what I like too.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah, so just something about making music with like actual instruments, like sound, like wind instruments, like pipes, and just like trumpets. It just sets people apart.
Yeah, I feel like it has that same quality as if you were listening to something on vinyl. Like it really feels real. Like it's like, yo, they're right in front of me playing this. That's actually what I got from it too. Like it just felt like it was a live performance and they were there. Which we need a lot of now because I think everything's electronic.
Made by keyboard.
95% is electronic instruments, which is not bad, but it would be refreshing to have like a live band play something, you know? So. And
for me, at least, I've noticed that a lot of the best movies have like orchestra type of like sound.
Yeah. Like some Quentin Tarantino type stuff. Like he has crazy music in his soundtracks.
Yeah.
What was that movie I was just watching? Inglourious Bastards, I think. Like crazy soundtrack. Kill Bill, crazy. Django, all of them. Crazy. Quentin Tarantino is probably my favorite, which is mad cliche. I know people are like, oh yeah, he's like the only director that people like. He's crazy.
Yeah.
He's crazy.
Well, he doesn't give a shit. That's the thing.
Yeah, that's
finding somebody who's not like trying to always be polite and what's conforming. Like you're an artist, man. You shouldn't give a shit.
Yeah.
Make whatever you want to do.
Literally.
Yeah.
I like that he does it without even paying attention to the judgment that he gets. Because he has actors doing some crazy stuff, and like they're just like, okay, cool.
And changing history in his movies, like killing Hitler, and then I just like, man, that dude just is on his own path, man.
legit. I like him. I definitely want to work with Quentin Tarantino one day. I know he's really old, but yeah,
I think he's saying he's done, man. Like he's done.
Is he actually?
That's what he says, that he wanted to make a certain amount of movies and he would be done.
Oh, word. So if not, Wes Anderson or like just anybody, bro, or Michael Bay or something. I just want to like do movie scores. That would be really cool. Yeah, Quentin Tarantino though, he got to make a movie for me, please. Like just so I could just score it, bro. Like it could be trash. I don't even care. But
it could be a home video.
Yeah, home video movie or something, man. Like, I'm down to do it.
And you can't forget Harry Potter, man. Like,
yes,
that sound here. Do they do this? They probably do in New York, but like around Christmas time, they do. They'll pick a movie, and then there'll be a live performance of the scores. So you'll be watching the movie, and you'll have like just all the players, all the violinists, everybody just playing the music live there.
Yeah.
And it's just insane.
Oh my God. They have it in Canada?
Yeah, in Toronto.
This is why I need to go to Canada. I've never even heard of that. That's
really,
crazy.
Man?
And I know Harry Potter sounds crazy with like an orchestra.
Yeah.
Do they do it for Star Wars? I like Star Wars.
I think they do too.
That's crazy.
Yeah, they do.
Star Wars has the greatest soundtrack of all time. And anybody can at me. I don't care. That's the greatest soundtrack. Like those horns and those trumpets goes crazy, bro.
What do you think of the new stuff that they're making? Like did you watch the show?
No, I haven't. I haven't been looking at anything. I've literally just been recording.
Good music, eh?
All the time. I want to see all that new stuff though. Yeah, I haven't even seen the newest movie.
Really?
Like the latest movie. I think it's Rise of Skywalker. I haven't seen it.
You really are just your craft, man. Like music,
literally,
you're in it.
Literally, I need to chill though. Like I need to take a break once COVID is over. I'm chilling for a little bit because I'll have enough material where I could just like be cool and chill. Man. So,
do you see yourself in the like you? Do you have a vision that you're striving towards? Like you be happy there.
Yeah, I want to be probably one of the most like influential artists. The money means nothing to me. I could not care as long as I can eat and wear sweaters like this, like just regular sweaters, and just chill, and really say something to these kids, and like tell them that they could like really be who they are. That's about it. I don't need the money for it, you know. I don't see the need for that. But my overall goal is just to be influential. I see it happening. I feel like if you put the work into anything, then it'll happen. Like I don't know any stories of anybody that has put in their 10,000 hours and nothing has happened after that, you know?
Damn straight, yeah.
So I don't care if I'm like 80 years old, like it's gonna happen, you know? So
that's beautiful, man. Dude, actually, let's see that.
Thanks, bro.
Yeah, you put in the work, you'll get it.
Yeah, man. And then in like 5 years, I'm gonna look back at this podcast and they're gonna be like, "Oh, snap! He said it. He said it in this, and now he actually is."
Yeah.
It's facts.
Keeping to your word, man.
Yeah, man. You're like I have this thing where artists say stuff in their music and then it actually happens. Like Tupac would just say in his music that he was afraid that somebody's gonna kill him, and he actually died. It's like X too, like XXX, same thing. So I feel like the pen is really powerful, and you kind of have to like watch what you say in a way, you know, because like people are really listening. Like these kids are really listening to like the stuff that you put out. Yeah.
you have a problem being emotional? Like you're saying, like your favorite song, Kanye, is like he's really pouring it out. Like, you didn't have to do that.
Yeah.
You stay hard, right?
Yeah. I think for at least like the Black men in America, it's like hard for us to be seen as emotional, you know? And the Black woman too. It's like we're supposed to be like these like hard people that just take everything. We went through the struggle. We're supposed to just like be cool with it, you know? And it's hard for us to show emotion for some reason. It's like a PTSD type of thing. And you don't really notice until I noticed this year when all this crazy stuff was happening in like America. And like, I'd be like, oh snap. Like I feel this way about this song. And I'm like surprised that I feel that way because I'm in a way not allowed to feel that way, you know? That was a deeper meaning, but yeah, I'm not like this. Well, I am this like emotional person, but I keep that shit inside, you know. I know that's probably bad, but music is a good way for me to like get that out. You know, I don't have to cry every 5 seconds, but like you'll hear it in songs like "Can We Talk?" Like, "Yo, this girl did me dirty."
Oh yeah, I feel it, man.
Yeah. And I'm like, damn. Yeah. Like, damn, this hurts. And I'm like 16, like, you know. So,
yeah, that song's Can We? What is it called? Can We Talk Now?
Can we talk? Yeah.
Can we talk? Oh, yeah.
Thanks, bro.
Do you want to add anything, man, before we wrap it up?
Do I have anything to say? I'm gonna just plug myself. Yo,
go for it. Yeah.
Look out for that Brooklyn tape that's coming out. Shout out Key, shout out Jody, shout out RJ, shout out Trey, shout out Dante Bunbury, fire. Yeah, bro. Listen to Orenda. That's all I gotta say, bro. That's it. Strive for your dreams, never stop. Put in those 10,000 hours. Get off Instagram sometimes and go and work on your craft. Yeah, because every time you're not working, there's some kid in China going harder than you. You know?
That's true right there.
That's so true. So always think about that. It's not a competition, but always think like, yo, there's somebody out there with the same dream as you that wants that spot, you know? So go for that. Yeah, that's all.
Perfect, bro. Thank you for taking the time.
Thank you. This is fire. I need to talk to people more often, bro.
It's good, eh? Man, I used to be a super introvert. Like, for who the fuck hired me for Starbucks? Like, was crazy because I wouldn't even smile at people. I'd just be like, whatever people want to talk to me. Like, I didn't want to do nothing with anybody.
Yes,
but
bro.
like now, it's just the best part. You know, like talking to people that never talked to you and just like chatting it up and like.
Literally, like it helps.
Yeah. Especially
during COVID, you just get out of your own head. It's a good medicine.
All right, brother. Well, we'll keep in touch, man.
We'll keep in touch, bro. This is fire. I gotta recommend you to my friends.
Thanks, bro.
I'm about to just plug you to everybody because there's so many New York artists who are mad underrated, and they're just like super independent, and they're just trying to go for the same thing that I am. So I definitely gotta plug you. But
appreciate it.
Word. Word.
Alright, man. We'll edit this out and we'll get everything ready and I'll let you know when it's out.
Word. Good looks, bro.
Alright, brother. Take it easy.
Stay up.
And see the sounds in the sky.